Welcome back to Tyers and Braaiers. I'm S03.
I'm Nick Rabinovitz.
And today we come to you from the Klein Karoo.
This week it's ribeye and roadrunners.
Kebabs and convertibles.
Follows in Volstriza.
That's right, we're in the Ostrich capital of the world, Ostrich.
We meet Charlie Nunn and his 52 MG. We pay a visit to my great-grandfather Moses, and we ride the locals' hares.
You mean we ride the ostriches?
Yeah, the local ostriches.
Have you ever seen a purple ostrich?
No.
Neither have I.
Huh.
Right, I'm Charlie Nunn. I'm not a Catholic, but I'm a nun. And I've been here about 8 years in Oudtshoorn. I was in Mpumalanga for about 30 years. I decided to come down here to the beautiful Klein Karoo. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, but eventually I ended up doing just about everything here. I became a tour guide. I do stargazing. I do music. I play and I sing, and I play the panpipes and the saxophone and piano, whatever. And then I also do weddings because I'm a pastor as well. So I marry the people, I do the video, the photographs, and I'm the DJ afterwards, and I do live shows. In Oudtshoorn, if you have a little bit of a go in you, you can actually achieve a lot here. Right, this little car is a replica of a 1952 MG TD. Normally if you get a car of that age, it's like me, it's not all that versatile anymore, and it doesn't run that well anymore. But this one's got a 1600 engine, and it's the cross-flow engine, and it's got a 5-speed gearbox in. It's got speed because it's got a banana branch on it. It's got straight exhaust, so it's a very nice little runabout. It's a good looker. I use it for weddings and other occasions. I put it in Sedgefield Day. They've got a lot of old cars. The day I saw it, I fell in love with it because I've always loved cars and motorbikes. Lovely little car. When you travel down the coast as well, fantastic. So it's got a nice beat on it. It's got nice oomph. Lovely little car.
So we met Charlie at Mount Noah,
Yeah.
which is a bit like Mount Ararat. That's where they found Noah's Ark.
There's a lot of boats there.
A lot of arks there.
A lot of arks, places for people to sleep in.
I feel like when the flood comes at the end of, this is where you'd come, Oudtshoorn. Well, take us around your beautiful town. Well, we kicked off the morning meeting the amazing, incredible Charlie, jack of all trades.
Charlie of all trades.
Exactly. Pastor, driver, drone photographer,
Doctor,
doctor,
baby catcher,
wedding singer,
bone thrower.
hand flute player.
What's the top speed on this baby?
150, 160.
150, 160.
Yeah.
But you don't go that fast ever, do you?
I have done it, but yeah, I'd like cruising at 80 or 100.
What is it like living in Oudtshoorn? Because I think when I think of the Karoo, I think of dry.
No, you won't see trees that are dry here. It's always green. Nice atmosphere.
Hello!
And,
Lots of friendly locals. Friendly locals.
Yeah, and the crime rate is not that bad. You can walk around town at night
Yeah?
and go to a restaurant or whatever. And it's reasonably peaceful.
I think it's a cool car. Charlie's a cool guy. He suits his car.
He's an awesome guy. I feel like he is like one of the main attractions of this place.
So where are we off to now? We're off to the cemetery.
Cemetery.
So I asked Charlie if he would take us to the Jewish cemetery where my great-grandfather Moses Brody is buried. He said, cool. We got in there and we saw this whole extinct community. So here's Grandpa, guys.
Okay,
Grandpa Moses.
it's a long time ago.
Yep, died in 1920, almost 100 years ago.
Sure.
How do you feel?
It feels quite crazy that at one time, around about the time he died, there were 1,000 Jews living here, and there are now like 3 left.
There are very few of them.
Do you know any of them?
Lipschitz, yeah.
Lipschitz, unfortunate name that.
Yeah.
To remember our Jews, we like to find a beautiful little rock and then put it on the grave to tell him we were here. So if you just pick one up, find one.
Okay, I've got one, yeah. That's nice.
And then we just put it here and say, rest in peace, Moshe.
How's that?
What have you got there, Hezron?
I've got for us some rib eye on bow.
Rib eye. This wasn't what I was expecting. I thought we were having scrambled ostrich egg.
I was going for the scrambled ostrich egg look,
Yeah.
but I had a bit of an ostrich incident.
I heard there was a small baby ostrich in the egg.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm emotional.
Okay.
Do you like the patkos?
The patkos was great. Look, listen, we were looking forward to the ostrich egg, which is 24 chicken eggs.
I was traumatized
But you
by
got
that ostrich egg.
traumatized.
Oh, I'll
But the
never-
ribeye was fantastic.
Yeah, so it was a ribeye on bao. It was really good. I put in some soy sauce, some salt, some pepper, some mayonnaise, and I grilled it.
You forgot the key ingredient. Love.
Love. It was 2 kilos of love in there. And I steamed the buns, grilled the steaks, and then I sliced it up nice and thin. And then I just layered it all, put it together. Some carrots, some cucumber with some coriander, and a bit of scallions over the top.
Scallions. What are scallions?
Green onions.
I didn't know that.
I also put some cayenne pepper and some paprika, sorry.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. And boom, you've got a delicious sandwich.
Boom.
Charlie seemed to like it. I think he's going to take my recipe for the next wedding he's having. Charlie, tell us about your medical practice, because not only are you a pastor, as Nick mentioned, but you're also a doctor.
Yes, I was a pastor for many years, and then I decided that you can never just look at a guy spiritually. Body, soul, and spirit works together. So then I started studying medicine, and I actually did a doctorate in naturopathy, meaning that the body heals itself.
Do you treat people with the cannabis?
Yes, CBD oil.
Could you treat Hezron with that? He's a bit anxious about something going on at work.
I think at the moment, if he's as anxious as that, he should be smoking it.
What's next?
Next, we go to an ostrich farm.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to ride an ostrich.
Do you think we can ride it in tandem?
No, Nick.
Because when we were on top of the Titanic, you were the big spoon. Can I be the big spoon this time on the ostrich?
I can't wait to get to the ostrich farm. To the ostrich farm we go.
Hello, guys.
Hi guys.
How's it, guys?
Welcome at Highgate
Thank you.
Ostrich
Hey.
Farm. It's our 80th birthday this year, so it's a nice and we're quite honoured to have you all here.
Mazel
today.
tov.
Thank you very
This
much.
is Tabisa, your guide. She's going to show you around,
Hi, Tabisa.
and I'll meet with you guys later at the braai.
Okay,
Okay.
awesome. Let's go.
Guys, you can come with me.
Great,
this side.
thank you.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're on Highgate and we had a fantastic tour, Nick. Yeah. What did you like about the tour?
Yeah, I like seeing what they did with the ostrich parts.
The ostrich feathers.
Feathers, yeah, the feathers.
So in the old days, these things were extremely valuable. Like a white feather was called white gold, was it
That's
not?
right. Yeah, that's
And
in the
now-
early 1800s.
And now you can basically get them for the price of a feather duster.
Now what happens, not basically, it's even cheaper than the feather duster because it can cost you about close to 30 rand for one feather. Now when we come to this part, I see you think we got green and purple ostriches. Now those will be the belly feathers of the birds. You can still use those for decorating some few things as well, even for making invitations.
Even for tickling your lover.
You can even use them for earrings, okay? But right at the back, those are the body feathers, which we need to sort by size and quality, and everything needs to be the same size. They weigh them up, about 30 grams of them. They go out for one feather duster. But not to forget, there's no oil on the ostrich feathers, so they are very static. So they pick the dust up very nicely.
So I mean, in the boom time of the 1870s, 1880s, these things obviously put Oudtshoorn on the map
That's it.
as one of the wealthiest places in the world. Do you think Joburg should have done the same with Hadidas?
Not really. I doubt it would have worked.
How come? So they had the green feathers and the yellow feathers and the pink ones, and then you put on the red boa, and I thought
you know, I thought Hezron looked stunning in the boa. Oh my God.
Oh, Hez, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
I think the color suits him much.
So Mervyn has been doing this job for 30, 40 years.
40 years.
40
He's a
years.
legend.
He has the world. He says he's produced over 1 million feather dusters.
He holds the world record for producing the fastest feather duster.
Well, he says it's the world record. That feather duster you're using at home could very well be made with his hands.
Oh, there we go.
Magnificent.
Can I?
I'll say.
Thank you.
I was also impressed by the shell carving,
Ah, yes, very
the shell
intricate.
engraving, yeah.
Yeah, very impressive.
4 millimeters thick is an egg.
So the eggs you clean out, you bring them out here. And we got this gentleman here, we call him Burton. He engraves on the eggshells, and those you can use for lamps, candlelight holders, and just some beautiful decorations as well.
It's amazing. Oh, we went to play with the chicks.
That's right.
So right here, guys. Now I'm gonna take you inside where we got the little ones. But it looks like somebody wants to hold a little baby. So let me try to get him for you. So look at how I'm holding him.
See the technique here.
That's it.
I was very traumatized by that experience.
Why?
Well, because I picked up the thing
chick.
and I was holding it in that weird technique.
Yes.
Yeah. And
The 2 finger or 4 finger?
I can't remember, but then I put it down and it couldn't walk.
No, Nick, it was starstruck.
Was it, you know, like, you think,
I think you moved the chick.
well, anyway, I thought I'd maimed the chick.
No, the chick was fine.
Anyway, the chick seemed to be okay.
And then we fed the adults.
Yes, we fed the animals.
That was quite an experience.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
fun,
you were
yeah.
just a natural.
Right there. Now we got a beautiful male at the back here. Remember, they don't have teeth, okay?
I was feeding them. You were talking to the guide. I was feeding them.
And let's put more on you there.
They eat a lot of mealies.
They do. What I didn't know was that they eat a lot of stones as well, that they need, what's it, like 1,000 stones in their stomach?
No, man, it's 100 grams of stones.
100 grams of, it's a lot of stones in the things. They don't have, whatever, they don't get gallstones, but they have actual stones that they eat
Yeah,
for
teeth. So they use it to grind the food in their stomachs. All
Really?
birds do that. A lot of birds do that, yeah.
It's amazing.
So Nick went for an ostrich ride. That was fun. You had a good
It
time?
was fun. So what they do is they hold up the wings and they say, get your hands under the wings, like
Yeah.
under their armpits. And now luckily, ostriches don't have sweat glands, so they can't sweat. So there was,
So there was no roll on.
There was no sweat. It's also nice for them because it makes dating less awkward because they don't sweat.
High five. Ostrich spinning. You did quite a
Ostrich
number.
spinning, yeah.
Yeah, you were ostrich spinning
And it was like an ostrich rodeo.
until you did you taste the sand as you fell?
By the way, it was my first rodeo.
Oh.
Run us through the race.
So myself and Nick put money down on the race. I bet on the green one.
And money on the last one. Yay, I'm a fluffy.
We put some money down
Green.
on green. We both lost to each other.
Volstreeks jockey. Daar is occupation day. Volstreeks jockey.
Job.
Kan ek jou vol maak met my volstreeks?
That is hilarious.
It's cold, guys. Can we go braai?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move to that side and we can braai some and cook some egg as well.
Are you guys doing an egg?
Ostrich egg.
I think so.
Oh, that's good. And then we came back to Highgate to have a braai with our host Johan. Eddie and Ilza were the chefs for the evening, and they have taken braaiing to a new level. They had lamb chops, marinated overnight with rosemary, and then they had some ostrich fillet, marinated in soy sauce, red wine, and then some chicken. Just tell me about this griddle thing. How does this thing work?
Well, it's just like an ordinary braai. The fire goes into it, so the taste is different, the smoke.
Okay.
Smoke is very important, especially when you braai according to the type of wood. We just use ordinary wood, but it will have a different texture and taste afterwards.
Oh. And this thing, does it flip over?
Yes.
Does it?
By 2,
Yeah.
then you can just turn it over.
Boom!
Yeah, that ostrich, I mean, you look at that ostrich and you think, that ostrich has been burnt.
How you know when the ostrich is ready?
Is that ostrich from the Swartberg?
From the
Dit lyk baie swart vir my.
No. So it's oornag ingesoak, so letterlijk.
What sauce was
It's
it?
like soya with garlic and ginger and a little bit of olive oil mixed.
You must never judge things.
No, you can't. And then they open it up and it's this delicious,
Succulent,
rare,
soft,
buttery,
delicious,
unbelievable,
tasty
magnificent.
ostrich meat. The braai was magnificent though. It's lots of smoke. You need smoke to braai ostrich. My mouth's watering.
Although
This
the
stuff is
smoke
so
was coming from the lamb, not the ostrich.
good. Ah yes, because the lamb was fatty.
And you say, Johan, these lamb chops are not from, they're not from here. There's too much fat on them.
Why?
It's drought in Oudtshoorn. The conditions are very bad in this stage. So the fat you see in this lamb is definitely not from Oudtshoorn.
Did you say this has been the worst drought in how many years?
300 years.
300.
300
And we have
years.
broken that, helped break that drought today.
Yeah. We are so thankful.
The first time I come to the Karoo, it rains.
Worst drought, 300 years. It rains today.
I broke the drought.
There was a fire, it rained. Is it connected to the ancestors, the fact that we went and put rocks on Moses' grave?
I see now. We have returned, and so has the rain.
Not really, because it actually started raining before we got there. But still,
Johan, salt of the earth, amazing guy, loves ostriches. He's a man for the birds.
yeah, Johan is a great guy.
Salt
Loves
of the
loves his guests up, makes you feel at home, welcome,
earth. Welcome.
special,
Johan's a family man.
and it's a great place to visit.
This is the part of the show where we serve the drinks. And on this episode, we call it Klein Karoo Cocktails. Round of applause.
lovely. Looks beautiful.
No guys, that's not what the drink is called. This is the ginger Mexican.
Sure.
I feel like the cocktail was one of the more interestingly named cocktails we've had on this show.
Yes?
The ginger had a hell of a kick to it,
It's local ginger, by the way.
and a ginger Mexican.
Yeah.
Yep. Named after, I think it was the guy who played goalie for Mexico in the 1980 World Cup.
No.
Valderrama, was that his name? I feel like he was a ginger Mexican.
The ginger Mexican is named because we're in the desert.
I would like being a ginger Mexican. I feel like it's being like the only Jewish Mexican in the village. You're gonna have to run away.
Ginger Mexican, half a lime, a double tequila, a teaspoon of honey, half a glass of ginger beer, some Tabasco sauce, some more ginger beer, and to top it off some bitters.
Delicious. Took a bit of getting used to, acquired taste, but halfway in, I was in, bro. I was in. Unlike Elise,
This is awesome. I love this drink.
I feel like she was like, no, I like to sip it, but slowly. We're not buying that, Elise.
She didn't feel the ginger Mexican, but everyone else, her husband enjoyed it. Charlie.
Yep.
Charlie is now been inspired by the ginger Mexican. He's now becoming a mixologist. He's adding that to his list of to-dos.
To his quiver.
Ladies and gentlemen, following my intrusion, hello there. So here we've got your snack, which is ostrich liver pate with ostrich carpaccio, meaning it's thinly sliced smoked ostrich meat, beetroot and apple crumble.
Sure.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Lovely.
Ostrich carpaccio.
That is
Raw ostrich.
That is basically raw meat, yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies first, please, I insist. Then we ate. I almost shed a tear. The food was so good. I might
Tell
shed
them,
a tear
tell them
right
how
now.
good the food was.
The food was amazing. Everything was cooked to perfection. My personal favorite was
The ostrich.
The ostrich,
Ostrich
with poached
fillets.
egg.
How many helpings did you have? Be
I had
honest.
3 helpings
More.
of.
You called for that plate and I had to hand it to you at least 5 times.
It wasn't enough for 5 minutes.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why it's finished.
the ostrich with poached egg, that was beautiful. The chicken with dal. Tikka chicken with dal.
He loves his Indian food, Johan.
He loves his Indian
Yep.
food. And then there was ostrich on bread. Ostrich liver pate served with ostrich carpaccio and some apple slices. That was also delicious. There was some flatbreads. That was beautiful. Everything was just so beautifully cooked and meticulously prepared and plated. High five.
Thank you so much.
Done.
Yeah. Thank you. And do enjoy.
Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. I think they have set the new standard for Tyers and Braaiers.
So we want to say a very special thank you to all of you, Johan, for hosting us here at Highgate, and thank you for this amazing braai, your hospitality, the ostriches. We rode the ostriches, we fed them, we ate them, and it's been an all-round treat. To Charlie, what a day you've given us in the beautiful MG. And you're just a spectacular human being. I mean, amazing. All those skills you bring to the table.
They've got to
Think about it. If you and I got married tonight in the first gay marriage in Ostrich since, you'd be there. You'd be doing it, wouldn't you?
Go and get my book.
No, Nick, no. I think they must change it from Jack of all trades to Charlie of all trades.
Charlie of all trades.
Charlie of all trades.
And of course, thank you to Elise, for being here and for being
Yeah.
Charlie's afvlerk Davey.
It was amazing.
Well done, Highgate. Well done, Elise. Well done, Ilse, Edwin. Thank you to Johan. Thank you to the people of Oudtshoorn. Thank you to the Klein Karoo. Thank you to the Groot Karoo for giving birth to the Klein Karoo.
I was quite surprised by Oudtshoorn. It's a beautiful town, lovely people. You feel welcome here.
Yeah, it's like an oasis, shall we say.
I was really impressed.